Soon after Kobe Bryant and his family moved to Italy when he was 6, he went to a nearby park to find a basketball game. The court was easy to find, but the kids who used it looked like they were doing something very different. Each basket had a set of goalposts under it, so the kids could play soccer games on the court. Stepping onto the soccer field quickly became part of his daily routine. There, he found a way to connect with kids that went beyond language and cultural differences. After a while, his new friends even let him play soccer on the field instead of just in the goal. Then the point of view would change. The legend of the Los Angeles Lakers could only play one sport professionally. His father, Joe Jellybean Bryant, who was also a pro player, encouraged Kobe Bryant's love of basketball, which led to a great NBA career that will one day land him in basketball's Hall of Fame. But because Bryant lived in Italy when he was young, his love for soccer grew and hasn't gone away. He liked being with his teammates, and even though the skills for the two sports might not seem to have much in common, there was more in common than it seemed at first. Phil Jackson would have been proud of how Bryant improved his footwork and movement of the ball as time went on. When Bryant and his family moved back to the United States when he was 14, basketball took over, and it was hard for him to keep up with soccer. At the moment, Bryant's love of the game is also good for business.
No, you want to win. And
Yeah.
It's really, it's hard, man. It's hard to be.
He took part in an event to promote the sports drink Body Armor, so Bryant could have put more effort into the game and joined the list of athletes who have bought soccer teams.
Seems like the older I get, man, I just become more and more like Mr. Glass, man. Like I may sneeze and throw out a hip or something.
Mike Piazza, who's in the Baseball Hall of Fame, did this with the Italian team Reggiana. New York Knicks forward Carmelo Anthony did the same thing with the NASL team Puerto Rico FC. Back in 2014,
Well, yeah, but he was freakishly more athletic and taller than I was.
And never been around, somebody worked as hard as he did. And I learned that from him. Yeah, I had the athleticism.
there were rumors that Bryant was part of a group that was going to buy the Italian team Bologna. He called those rumors all smoke and said that he wasn't thinking about it at the time. But Bryant's love of soccer has only grown over the years.
Okay, he likes to play mind games, and he always trying to get an edge on whoever his opponents.
He used to be a fan of Milan, but he also liked Barcelona because he was friends with Ronaldinho, who used to play for the Blaugrana, and then with Lionel Messi, who's now a club legend. Bryant gets some gentle ribbing about his divided loyalties, but he insists, if you cut my arm open, man, you'd see 4 colors, blue and garnet, and then red and black. Still, the battle for Bryant's love seems to be going in favor of Barcelona. The two became friends in the middle of the 2000s. Barcelona was going to play a preseason game at the Rose Bowl, and Nike asked Bryant to come down and introduce them to the city of Los Angeles. From there, their friendship grew. Later, Ronaldinho was the one who put Bryant and Messi together. Bryant said, I think Messi must have been 18 at the time, 17 maybe. Ronaldinho called him over and said, Kobe, I want you to meet the player who's going to be the greatest player who ever lived. Well, at the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, Bryant and Messi got to know each other better. Both men were helping their teams win gold medals when they ran into each other at the cafeteria in the Athletes Village. At the Olympics, the cafeteria is always the best place to be because you have all the athletes from all the teams in one place, he said. As we were walking around the cafeteria,
And I think it's a great time to be able to address some of those issues and some of those challenges.
we saw him and his team sitting at one of the tables.
You know, I grew up a diehard Laker fan. What can I say? Mamba out.
I just went up to him and sat down with him. We talked a little bit about the Olympics and the game. It was great.
It's a tough day, but, hopefully he's looking down and he's proud on the way the game is played because, he's an anchor, he's a pioneer of this game.
Messi and Bryant kept in touch, and Bryant's endorsement deals kept him very involved in the soccer world.
All year we've been in up and down games. We've lost those games at the end. We've won them at the end.
But in 2012, he and Messi were hired to be in a commercial together.
It's a great honor, man. I've learned so much. I've said that before. I think we all know that.
That sports fans still love. The two athletes were at the top of their games in 2012.
Continue to do the therapy, continue to stretch, and get out there and.
When they were in a commercial for Turkish Airlines. In the ad, a young boy wanders through a plane's cabin and finds that both Kobe Bryant and Lionel Messi are on board.
what was the genesis for me? Who inspired me to get to this point? You know, when I face adversity and I look at it as a challenge.
The two professionals do a variety of tricks to amaze the child even more.
I'll just do that. I'll just ask questions, and I want to learn more about how they build their business, how they run their companies, and how they see the world.
Going overboard in a competition to see who can amaze him the most.
Extremely means everything to me. I was such a huge Laker fan growing up. I mean, like a diehard Laker fan.
In the end, a flight attendant who gives the kids some ice cream.
Always. You know, there's been times, particularly early in my career, where it just feels like this is the end. 20 years, and to get to know some of my mentors, it's been a dream come true.
Steals the show from both of them. Bryant thought Messi was a great person and athlete, so he kept a picture of him in his locker. The friendship lasted until 2020, when Bryant died in a sad and early way. Bryant and 7 other people died.
Now, as a kid, I used to try to do this and all, but it just wasn't comfortable to me. So, this is a position that's most comfortable to me.
When the helicopter they were in crashed in Calabasas, California, his 13-year-old daughter was also killed. When Messi heard about Bryant's death,
you don't have to be, fast or quick. But what you have to do is you have to sell the fake.
He posted a heartfelt message on Instagram. "I have no words. I love Kobe's family and friends very much. It was fun to get to know you and spend good times with you. You were smarter than most people." As a bonus, most NBA fans know that Kobe Bryant wore both number 8 and 24 during his career. Both numbers came from different times in his career.
I can't believe how fast 20 years went by. To be standing here at center court with you guys, my teammates behind me.
Both parts of his career are great on their own, and both deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. But which Kobe Bryant did you like the best? Today, we look at the 2 parts of Kobe Bryant's career and see when he was at his best. From 1997 to 2006, when he was just starting out, Kobe wore the number 8 jersey. Kobe Bryant was drafted right out of high school. He was known for his amazing dunks and his self-assurance.
We've been through our ups and been through our downs, and I think the most important part is that we all stayed together throughout.
And in his first year, he won a slam dunk contest. Kobe Bryant was still finding his place in the league when he was a young player. Number 8 Kobe Bryant will always be remembered for how fierce he was and how much danger he could do to the defenders. The change happened at the start of the 2006-2007 season, and Kobe Bryant wore number 24 for the rest of his career. Statistics show that Bryant got better while he was number 24. Kobe Bryant talks about how he had to prove himself as a player when he got into the league. He talks about headhunting everyone to show that he was good enough to be number 8 in the league. Kobe Bryant was able to score 81 points against the Toronto Raptors because of this way of thinking. There's no doubt that number 8 Kobe Bryant was a great scorer, but he didn't get the team success he wanted. The biggest difference between the 2 jerseys for Kobe Bryant was how he thought about the game. When he wore number 24, he cared less about his own game and more about how the team did. As Kobe Bryant got older, it seemed like he learned what it took to help other guys get to the top. Kobe Bryant became a great leader and realized that his teammates were the key to his success. Kobe Bryant was at his best when he was number 24 and had learned how to sacrifice. Kobe Bryant will always be remembered as someone who loved basketball and showed what it meant to be competitive in the game, no matter what jersey number he wore. That's all for today. Till next time, cheers.